Hey there, Misty. How's it going? This is Courtney. I'm just going to, in this video, show you like a couple of things that you can do to improve your online presence with your business. This is just to give you an idea of things, and uh, like after this video, I'd like for you to, for us to set up a time to talk on the phone, or we can message about it, whichever is more comfortable with you. And so the two things I'm actually going to go over today are going to be content and backlinks. Okay. And first thing, content. So most business owners know that they need content, but they don't know that studies have shown that Google wants for there to be at least 1,500 words on the homepage. And not only that, the content needs to have the right keywords. Google does this because it gets them to know what your business is and its purpose. And right now, you are sitting at 442 words. I went ahead and I found you a few competitors, a few people who are also doing the same niche as you. And just to give you an idea of like how much content and what content I mean. So first one being Virtual Gal Friday, and they are sitting at a little over, tad bit over 1,000 words. And then Deloitte, I think that's how you say it, these are all people who are ranking, by the way, with like certain keywords. So they're sitting at a little under 1,300 words at the moment. And then the last one, Virtual 18, these guys are sitting at over 1,500 words. So in this content, we want to have what are, like keywords. And keywords are special phrases that people search up each month to help resolve the issues or concerns that people are going through. And the more types of keywords you have for yourself on this homepage, the better the chances of people finding you for this, right? And to give you like more details, you even want stuff like, for example, oops, it's not highlighting. Okay, so everything that you see highlighted, including the photos, is what Google looks at when it scans your website. Okay, so even so you also want to make sure, oh my gosh, okay, you also want to make sure that the photos are also embedded with the correct keywords as well. This photo does not have the right keyword for it. So to give you more details, this over here is Ahrefs. This is a tool that essentially gives me behind the scenes details of what Google looks at when they are ranking a site. And I ran a quick scan of you and the competitors I just showed you, just to show you a couple of things. One of them being, the keywords on here. And as you can see, you're not ranking for, bless you. Sorry, my cat just sneezed. You're not ranking for any keywords at the moment. That's completely okay. We can change that for you. And then let's go take a look at some of your competitors, right? Okay, so Deloitte is ranking for 2,000, a little under 3,000 keywords at the moment. Let's take a look at what some of his keywords are, just to kind of give you some insight on this. So right here, okay, these right here. So we're just going to look at like the first ones that we see. This right here, these actually aren't the most optimized for Google, because you don't want people to be just finding you because of your name, right? You want to think about the people who don't know your business name. So we want to have types of keywords that are kind of general but not general. I'll give you some more details of what I mean. But this is an example of something you don't want too much on your site for. And let's take a look at your next competitor, which is Virtual Girl Friday. They are ranking for 317 keywords. And let's go down here. All right, now these are great keywords that you want to keep mind of when adding them to your website. I know some of these you probably won't do, but you Virtuous Business Manager, different ways that you could put like OBM on there. But these are examples of keywords that you could use. Let's take a look at your last competitor, which is Virtual 18, and they're ranking for 129. And then we're just going to take a look at theirs. Overseas, so theirs are also doing keywords as well. So these are some of the things you want to keep in mind when adding these types of content and keywords onto your homepage. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a keyword and I'm going to plop it. I'm going to take a couple of them and I'm going to plop them into Google, and then we're just going to go over what's popping up. All right, so let's go over here and take out one of the first words. So when I looked at Online Business Manager Services, That's for these guys. So I'm just gonna cover a couple things with you just to give you, some, I guess, information about certain things. And the first thing is, as you can see right here, a lot of these are ads, and these are what people pay Google to be up on. And studies have shown that ads can work, but they can be a money pit if your website isn't dialed in to where it needs to be able to convert these. So you want to be careful of like what you spend ads on. You want to make sure that your website is dialed up before the way it's supposed to be before you start thinking about getting ads on here. So next thing I like to talk about is, I know one thing you probably noticed is that when I look up this keyword, there are no Google business profiles, right? And that is because none of the competitors that I looked at have a Google business profile. One of them did, Virtual Gal. They did have one, but it wasn't optimized or anything. It just had like a photo like yours did, and that was it. It wasn't optimized or anything. So, as I've said before, success leaves clues. So we want to do what the top competitors are doing, because that is what is leading them to success. And these guys are not having a Google business profile at the moment to gain traffic. So these are some of the examples. And then there's another one. This is the keyword that I think Virtual Guy, one of them was ranking for. And as you can see, here is the top results. There are the ads again. And here's Virtual Gal right here, 18. These guys are all on the first page of Google. So in order for you to get up here, you're going to want to have quite a few things like in order to show up there. One, you want to make sure your website is good and dialed in. And then another thing is, what the last thing I wanted to talk about are backlinks, right? So, or link juice. And this third pillar that I'm talking about will really help you to dominate on Google. And when we search up this word, I'm pretty sure, like, as you guys you're not on the first page, which is expected, because I think like you're still learning and stuff like that. But in order to actually get up here, you want to have authority, right? And in order to get authority, you need to have backlinks. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. So if site A, so this is what it is, site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. It's like a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So you don't just want any backlink going for you guys. So, if you get a local blog, if you get a blog that's talking about, managing your business, or like things that are within your niche or within your area, that's great. That's something that you want. But, you don't want a backlink coming from something, like a Pizza Hut, right? Because you don't sell pepperoni, right? So this is arrows over here. This is a good tool that is good to take a look at backlinks. And as you can see, you're already sitting for 41 backlinks at the moment. And we're going to take a look at what your competitors are getting. All right. And as you can see, they have like a little over 50,000. They have like about 50,000 backlinks. We're going to take a look at your other two competitors, and they're sitting at a little over 1,000. And then these guys, right, they're sitting at 812. And then how we would go about, attaining these type of things is also similar. It's pretty simple. There are sites like Arrows that actually gives us the ability to look at links that are going to your competitors. And what we would do is go after those same links for your business, right? And so that's kind of like the gist of how these things work, and kind of just going over some of the things I want to discuss with you. If you have any questions or concerns, text me at 218-517-5513. I look forward to hear from you, and have a great weekend. Bye.